Good morning, everyone. It is the first Friday in August in 2018. I don't know the exact day today. I can't remember it. Brain is kind of leaving me here. But I wanted to take another look at the Humble Lamb Bible, being it's a New King James, and also look at a couple of other New King Jameses I have that are single columns, and even one that's not a single column. It's a double column layout. All these are considered premium Bibles, to kind of compare some premium Bibles and look at them. Now, the first point I want to say right off, the first two Bibles I'm going to look at them pretty briefly, and that is a Allen single column New King James in goatskin, as well as a Schuyler New King James Quintel. Both of those Bibles are in goat. They're beautiful. Schuyler's in a league of its own because they have their own typeface to that. It's an 11-point Milo font, makes it extremely readable, beautiful Bible. And I guess we'll look at that one first. And that's this guy here. I want to look at the ribbons because this is going to be a talking point in a minute. Really nice ribbons. Extremely large font. Beautiful to read, as all the Quintels are. You can't go wrong with a Quintel in whatever translation that you prefer in the Schuyler line. They're just beautiful Bibles. The next thing is our Allen single column New King James. Paper's kind of creamy. It's not a super thick paper. I don't know the exact weight of this paper. It definitely feels like it's a little thicker than the 30 GSM. I may be wrong. That is in the Humble Lamb Bible. But a beautiful Bible, same thing. We have those beautiful Beresford ribbons they always use. Just a beautiful Bible. We have the Humble Lamb Bible. This is a Bible that I've had out of the box a few times. I haven't spent a whole lot of time using the Bible, but already the ribbons are looking a little bit more beat up to me. That actually has some gilting on the ribbon. And this is just, I did an initial unboxing video and that's what it was. And I was really enamored by how beautifully floppy the leather was, and I still am. It's thin, but it's nice. The binding doesn't feel real loose or anything, so we'll just see how it holds up over time. But that's one thing to look at is the ribbons. Of course, another Bible we're going to look at, which is kind of like the elephant in the room always, is the venerable and venerable Cambridge Clarion. It's absolutely one of my favorite Bibles in the world from a text box standpoint. And as always, Cambridge puts the worst daggum ribbons in the world on their Bibles. I don't get it. The first thing I do on every Cambridge Bible I buy is, or I'm going to really use, this is my daily use Bible, is I put new ribbons in it. And this Bible has been used very well for months and months, and as you can see, the ribbons are holding up nicely, so not an issue there. So let's look at this Humble Lamb Bible. This is really, I guess, my review at this point, because I've spent a little bit more time with it, and let's talk about it. So we have the wonderful floppiness. We have the images, which was a huge selling point for this Bible. But they have these beautiful images that they put there. And like I've discussed before, from a distance, it looks like there's some type of defect in the image. But really, it's just the text ghosting through. And you can see it on this side, too. You can see the block where it's ghosting through the image. When you get close up on the image, you'll see it's very clean. The printing is fine. It's just kind of the way it is with the text ghosting through. And you can really see the text ghosting through there. This is 30 GSM paper, but I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't feel like it. It feels much thinner. It feels like it's much lesser quality. If I take one of these Clarions here, it's the New King James Clarion, you're going to notice a couple things. First of all, it's creamier paper. Second thing you're going to notice, let me flip back here to Genesis or something like that. The text itself, in my opinion, looks a little bigger, and it's more readable. We see that the kerning, though, in the text, it looks like we have, the text is tighter. Divisions that to the kindness, the kerning, the space between the letters, or between the actual words, you know, it's bigger here. And for some people, they really like that. I don't find this distracting, even though it's a more compact text. But I think if they would have made the text a bit more compact, and also did away with some of the white spaces in the Bible, like here, it's a very large white space. Since you really don't have a lot of room for notes, they may have been able to fit a little bit bigger font here. Maybe just one point size larger, and it would have been great. And already, I mean, just looking at the paper, I mean, like I said, this Bible here, this is used constantly by me. As you can see, the gilt's marked up. It's not perfect. I mean, this goes everywhere. It goes in my bag. It goes everywhere. This is my go everywhere Bible. It's, you know, I love this Bible. But just looking at the paper, it doesn't look to me already. This paper in general just looks kind of beat up to me. It's the waviness, the thinness of the paper, and that's just kind of the nature of this Bible because of the quality of the paper. Another thing I noticed is we're fine here. You see a little bleeding of the art gilt here on the edge if you really zoom in. On that corner, what you're going to start noticing is, and this is just something I noticed when I started really kind of going through this Bible, one of the corners looks like it's kind of banged up right here. And it's like this pretty much throughout most of the Bible now. And it just kind of gets worse. And this was out of the box like this because I haven't done anything but take it out of the box, put it back in the sleeves, and put it back in the box until I started really kind of going through the Bible. And you can see here still that little bleed, a little bit of the art gilt right there in that corner there as well. The red letter in the Bible is nice. It's not super dark, but it's very consistent. I've seen no issues with consistency of type in this Bible. It is very consistently printed, and that is a good thing. The maps are good. I have no issues in general with that type of stuff. The concordance is very basic. Very basic concordance. Another issue I had was the book of Amos. In the book of Amos, in the very first chapter, get it up here, there was a big wrinkle right down the middle of the page. And that was kind of frustrating for me too, because, you know, with paper this thin, you know, I'm going to have to work that guy out. Here, and this is where the ribbon was at in the Bible. The ribbon was in this spot right here, just like that, and the page was folded. So that's kind of an annoying thing too when you open a Bible for the first time to see that. But just see the way I'm holding it. This Bible is so floppy. It feels really good in the hand. I like the Bible, even with all the criticisms. The thin paper, the kind of smallish font, especially for a block of this size, the cheap ribbons, the thin binding, the bleeding art gilt, everything that I'm starting to really notice about the Bible as I'm beginning to nitpick it. For $129, which you can still buy them today, this Friday, while they still have them available with a coupon code. You can find it on Humble Lamb's Facebook page. They have the coupon code there. It's still a fantastic Bible. At $129, I really don't think you can beat a Bible of this quality for this price. So at the end of the day, even with all my criticisms, even with all my critiques, would I buy another one? Yes, I would. Would I feel bad giving this as a gift? No, I would not. I think they're great. I'm actually really excited to have it. I even ordered another one because I didn't have the red one. I had the blue and the purple, or the amethyst as they call it. So I wanted to kind of complete my collection there. So that's just another look at this and something to look at. And I know some people had asked about the difference in this and the Clarion from a font perspective. And that's another reason why I wanted to bring this up and show it so that people could see the differences in the font. So if I go to Psalms, or Psalms would be another good one too, so we can look at the layout. There's the layout between the two. Let's go to a non-poetic style text here. Look at that. And we can see our Bible there. And once again, you know, if you don't want to get a Humble Lamb and you're looking for a single column text Bible, I don't think you can beat the Clarion. It's just another option for you. You can get it in calf split, very reasonable price. You know, you can find them for under $100. And if you search around on some of the groups online and eBay and stuff like that. You can oftentimes get them even cheaper. So just something to look at there. So just another quick look at the Humble Lamb and also comparing it to some of the other premium Bibles that are out there. I hope this was helpful to somebody. And if you liked it, great. You can subscribe to my channel where this video is coming from. And also, if you're looking for a great Facebook group on Facebook that just deals with Bibles themselves and a group of a bunch of great people who love Bibles, Everything Bibles on Facebook is a cool Facebook group where you can find that stuff. Anyway, have a good one, and everyone have a great day.